Hi everybody, Dr. Perman here, and today we are going to talk about desk ergonomics. Now there are three things that we need to focus on when we're talking about desk ergonomics. Number one is our chair and how we're sitting. Number two is our keyboard and mouse setup. And then number three is our display setup. So we already did a whole series that goes into proper sitting. As you can see, I'm in my saddle chair today. There are different ways that you can sit appropriately. Please watch those videos to learn about that. Today, we are going to focus on keyboard and mouse setup. So coming over here. So the first thing that we have to care about with our keyboard and our mouse is our physical height. So we're going to need to adjust the height of our chair in order to bring ourselves appropriately to our keyboard and mouse setup. The best way to do this is have your arms dangling by your side and then just bend your elbows. This is the height that your keyboard should be. So let's see how I am. I am bending my elbows, and look, I'm above my keyboard. So I need to bring my chair down a little bit. So I'm gonna sink down until I'm right in that position. You don't wanna have your arms up like this when you're typing, and you don't wanna have your arms down like this when you're typing. Now, next is wrist support. You really do want some sort of support for your wrist when you're using your keyboard and your mouse. Now, the two types of wrist supports that exist are either gel-based ones or beanbag ones. I'm a much bigger fan of the beanbag ones because they kind of mold to your wrist, whereas a lot of the gel ones are a little bit too solid and kind of compress on the wrist a little bit. Try around, see which one you like, and just work with whatever one seems to work best for you. Now, again, I like the beanbag ones because they are a little bit more comfortable for me. As far as the keyboard itself, for most people, a standard keyboard is going to be fine, but if you are a typist and you're spending a lot of time typing, what you want to avoid is what's called ulnar deviation, which happens oftentimes as we are typing. We don't want our wrist to be out to the side like this if we can avoid it. So those people who are spending a lot of time typing might want to get one of those split keyboards that separates things a little bit and makes it so that we're not ulnar deviating those wrists as much. Now let's talk about the mouse. So the important thing with our mouse is that we want to have our hand in as neutral of a position as possible. This is neutral. This is pronated position. This is not great for our arms because it's going to cause spasticity in a muscle here called the pronator teres muscle, which can lead to issues into the hand. So I'm a fan of this mouse here because it keeps me at a slightly neutral position. This is going to work for most people. But if you are spending a lot of time on the computer, then you might want to go for an upright mouse. It's a mouse that's oriented in this direction, and you move the mouse like this so that your hand is in this neutral position at all times. All right, now you should know how to properly sit in your chair, and you should know how to use your mouse and keyboard appropriately. Stay tuned for the next video where we talk about your display.